Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of the New Japan Pro Wrestling 2020 series here on the channel using TEW 2020, as it is the Royal Quest Tour, one of the shortest tours of the year for us, which is a great little prelude until up until the New Japan's G1 Climax, which 19-day tour. Oh boy. But this is going to be quite the interesting tour. Obviously, we're going to be in the UK for this one, and when you're going out of the element that is Japan, it's always a tough kind of change, especially compared to, like, in America, we went by okay, but of course in the UK, our pop is not great. A lot of our guys don't really have that much great pop. This could be something that we keep going forward. It could be something we get rid of. Obviously they only did it once, as far as New Japan did, and I don't think they had it scheduled for 2020. I don't think so. Off the top of my head, I don't believe they did. And, obviously, it'll probably be a while before they go back to the UK for some shows, but, this is something that felt like it could be fun to do, and, just as far as something different as well, which is always intriguing. But yeah, the card looks a little bit like this. Quite a unique type of card, but before we get into that, we do have the tour goals to go over. So we have sent the following people on excursion: Logan Gray, Lee Johnson, and Uemura. So Logan Gray went to Impact. Lee Johnson, I believe, went to MLW, and then Yuya Uemura went to AEW. Obviously, Yota Tsuji probably would have won as well, but he declined it because of his age. It's just hilarious. And, that's probably the first three batch that we'll do. We'll probably do another batch here at the end of the year, just to kind of space it out a little bit. So that way we're still using some people. Obviously, we still have, like, out of Tamor, we got Kento Goben, and we got a lot of other, young lions as well. We got the LA Dojo Young Lions, which I don't really feel like we need to send them on excursion just because they're kind of already in the U.S., so it just kind of makes sense there. We are pretty much fucked on this tour. That's our second tour goal. The pop is not great. We do have a match that there is going to be some creative control involved, so good luck to us on that, as far as the idea behind that. And that is, Pac, because Pac does have creative control. So that junior heavyweight title match might go a little different than what we would like. Maybe it might get scrapped altogether. So that sucks. So this is Shotaro Ashino's big start in New Japan. We had the original plan was to have Wrestle 1 be a stable. And, it was going to be obviously just a Wrestle 1 just kind of led stable by Kaiji Muto. And with Shotaro Ashino being the main guy. But now, that's not happening. And we already have him signed on the roster. It's just like, well, we could still use them for something, upcoming. And, this is a big-time start here with Minoru Suzuki. And, it's going to be kind of interesting that his debut is going to go the way it goes because of how kind of contrast usually debuts go. Usually they don't go in the fashion that's going to happen with Shotaro Ashino. But obviously he's talented enough. And plus, I don't really count it as his big debut because it's not in Japan. So that's why I'm a little lenient on how he's going to be booked in this match. But, it should be a pretty fun match, though. Shotaro Ashino, Minoru Suzuki. I'm there. It's a fun match. But I will have to say this, though. I have to make up for what the best Super Junior was with this upcoming G1 and the next episode. Because, man, I still have nightmares about that best Super Junior. I had a vision, and I thought it was going to work. It definitely did not work. But, it's elevated a lot of guys, though, out of that, though, I would say. And, I think in the end, it's done really well for the company just kind of at that moment. It did not feel like it was a positive at all, though. For the card, though, we'll go from the bottom to the top, as the opener will be James Mason and Jody Fleisch, two of the UK's, I'd say, as far as in the lineage of just kind of UK independence, two of the best, definitely during, like, the early 2000s and mid-2000s. And obviously the sex pest cult that was the UK independent scene is British wrestling didn't want to use, obviously, anybody that was involved in speaking out, which was An interesting tale. Now it was, it was fine. It was just, I knew James Mason's. He's a great hand, really great technically. He was never, he done stuff for for Dixon, for All Star, and he was someone that was very content about being in the UK for as long as he can. He was someone that definitely could have got out of that bubble, but I think really the independent wrestling scene was very different around that time. Because I remember he did some stuff for Chikara, which, again, speaking out, fucking Chikara. James Mason, really talented. Jody Fleisch was incredible during the early 2000s. Him and Johnny Storm, CZW Best of the Best 2, which, again, Johnny Storm, fucking another speaking out piece of shit before he was a speaking out piece of shit. That match really was very influential, and rivalry really was very influential to do that stuff in the States. Was really, really awesome for British wrestling at the time, because really he could count on one hand the amount of British independent stars that were wrestling in the US on a daily basis. It'd be Nigel, Doug, Fleisch, Storm, and who would be the fifth guy. It was really that limited, and then obviously once everybody started coming over, and then everybody got canceled because they suck, rightfully so, and everyone stopped booking them. But what a whirlwind for a British independent wrestling, which is, I can understand why New Japan will never go back to Royal Quest. They shouldn't go back, because the British wrestling scene is basically dead now, but, it's just, I felt like I needed to do a love letter to the British independent wrestling at that time in the mid-2000s, and, even though it's obviously 15 years past their prime, and both guys are in their 40s now, just felt like it'd be a fun opener, so I went with that. Then the next match, FinJuice versus Crime Time Players. So the idea behind this, obviously FinJuice, not a great team on paper. Obviously Tomato Juice is the better team, but it's in Royal. It's going to be in the UK, and obviously Dave Finlay Jr. being from Ireland, and obviously having the Finlay name, that usually is synonymous, I would say, with British wrestling, and I just felt like he could have been on this card. And then Crime Time Players, Fred Rosser has one of the best pops as far as in the British regions. So I felt like we needed to put him on the card, so there we go. And that's how that match came about. As Jeff Cobb versus Rampage Brown will be the next match. Very fun match on paper. Obviously, this would be awesome if it happened. I should have looked up to see if it did happen. But Jeff Cobb, Rampage Brown, yeah, that's a hard-hitting affair, and that'd be very, very fun to see. As a little nervous about Jeff Cobb's, performance in this match, because UK pop's not that great, but I think it should be okay, though. I think Rampage should be able to carry the match just fine, if need be. And we have a never open weight six-man tag title match as the champions, which we have on this other side here. This is driving me nuts. It's just... There we go. Now, we took the match over. Great. Professionalism is what we strive for in this series. I promise. As, there we go. And we'll add the champion. Perfect. Oh, we gotta do that for the main event as well. Perfect. So, Kazuchika Okada, Yoshihashi, and Rocky Romero of Chaos are gonna take on the Los Ingobernables de Japón team of Evil, Sonata, and Bushi, an Evo Point 6-man tag title matchup. Obviously, kind of all those guys. British pop, not that great. I think probably Okada probably has the highest pop out of everybody in that match, which makes sense. Kazuchika Okada. It could be an interesting match, obviously, and it's a first-time meeting, too, so that's fun to have a first-time meeting for this show. But yeah, it should be an okay match. Nothing too crazy. Might even be the worst match on the card, depending on how everything goes. But I just think Okada will be able to carry it. As then Shotaro Ashino and Minoru Suzuki. Shotaro Ashino will be representing Wrestle 1 kind of through this tour and in the near future as Shotaro Ashino, Minoru Suzuki. This great match on paper. Should be very, very fun. Their pops are okay. Shotaro Ashino's is just barely outside of 20. So we'll be able to try to book him on days 1 and 2 of the tour. And then Minoru Suzuki's pops, okay, not great again, but should be a fun match though. Should be, at least. We'll see how it plays out. As in the next match, tag match, it is Black Taurus and Brody Lee against Kenta and Daiji Ishimori. So this match has happened before. It was at the Wrestling Satsuni no Kuni card, and the Brody Lee Black Taurus team won. Now Kenta, being the IWGP US champion, looking to, and Brody Lee looking to be a future contender of that. There could be something boiling there in that match. Also, Black Taurus and Daiji Ishimori got some junior heavyweight action there. It's a fun match. They, Brody's got some great pop. I think Kenta does as well, obviously from his time in NXT, and at least from what off the time, I know Brody's definitely the best as far as pop goes for us that we have already had on the roster in the British regions because of his WWE run. So that's great, and figured this would be a great match to do it, just to have on this card. Just makes a lot of sense as far as going forward, and it's a fun match too, so you can't really go wrong with that. It's the co-main event. It is Pac taking on Bandido for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. What a match this is! This is very much like a Bola match, whereas this is a PWG match where they're just trying to send out a tweet and it fucking turns the independent wrestling world upside down. Just incredible match this would be. I would die if I saw this, and this is very much a fun match. Obviously, it's going to come down to if Pac will be able to do either a clean finish, which I highly doubt. Probably have to be some shenanigans there. Maybe a time limit. Maybe a 60-minute time limit draw. Maybe. Just maybe. That might have to be the plan there. And that would be interesting. It would be very, very interesting. But that's just an idea. Might even be a count out. Oof. That would suck. That'd be tough. If I, at least, hey, you got to see Pac and Bandido. But, having a count out finish for that co-main event would be very, very tough. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we can make something work there. As then the main event, it's Jonathan Gresham taking on Zack Sabre Jr. for the Never Openweight title. Yeah, this is very much like an independent card, with the main event and co-main event. This is very much like if PWG, I was doing like a PWG series and I put together a card. This would kind of be it, as far as the main event and co-main goes. I wanted to do something that was very technically sound for the British wrestling fans, and something, a bit of variety too for this card. We have the mainstays of British wrestling. We got, Jeff Cobb and Rampage Brown, some hard-hitting action. We got Shotaro, Shino, Minoru, and Suzuki, two highly, highly technical Japanese workers. You also have Kenta and Brody Lee with Black Taurus and Taiji Ishimori, so a little heavyweight junior action there. Then you have a junior heavyweight title match of Pac and Bandido, which will be high-flying and crazy as fuck. Then you have this match to end it out with Jonathan Gresham, Zack Sabre Jr., two of the best technical workers in the world, battling it out. Should be exciting. This is Gresham's kind of return to New Japan, and he's looking to make a big, big impact here in this matchup because he shocked the world and beat Zack Sabre Jr. in Zack Sabre Jr.'s home turf. That'd be a lot of fun. Plus, you gotta have Zack on the main event. You just got to. Just makes too much sense. And should be a very fun match. Gresham's pop in the British regions again, a little lacking, so we'll be looking to book him on these two Road 2 shows, just to get him back into the swing of things as far as getting his pop up and kind of seeing where he's going to be as far as for this main event. That's kind of like the idea for a lot of these guys, just as far as in the top echelon matches, just to kind of see where they're at. Same thing for Jeff Cobb, too, and Finn Juice, just to kind of see where everybody's at. But yeah, that is the card of Royal Quest, at least on paper. Again, it's all going to come down to the Pac Bandido match, if that's going to get changed or not. And yeah, let's. I just want to make sure. I'm just curious to see Lee Johnson. Also, we already were looking to see like who can work in the British Isles. So there we go. We'll change that. So I want to say, oh, something is fucked again. What's going on? As oh, that's right. Lee Johnson's probably not even going to be on the roster anymore. Because we sent them out. We'll have to go this way. Into the actual other workers. Yeah, don't mind that. As, yeah, it is MLW. I was right. Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure I was right there. So let's see what we could do as far as this first show. As we got a backstage incident. It's Ishii and Harada. Passing selling tips. Hell yeah, we need to do something with Harada. We need to do something with a lot of... Oh, we went to America. Ooh, 126 people. Not great. Ooh, 140 for Northern England. Okay, Southern England, 164 people. Yeah, we can't even sell out your call. Yeah, we can go. I mean, that's probably our best bet. Or we can go to Bristol. I was thinking. This is the cockpit theater. 240 people. Yeah, we'll just go with probably 180. Oh boy, this should be interesting. We're gonna lose a shit ton of money this this tour. Really, would be my guess. We have an opener. Alright, we have like a singles match as the main event. I think would be a fun kind of different way of doing something like this. Just to kind of, it's not like it's a Road 2 where there's a lot of multi-man matches. It really is just kind of multiples, like, I would say maybe high-level singles matches. James Mason and Rocky Romero would be a fun match on paper. Just to kind of, that'd be fun to see. As, we'll give James the win. We'll see how Rocky does with that. I'm just kind of curious. Yeah. Yeah, furious. Guess we'll keep Rocky strong. Maybe that'll sway him. No, he will not be swayed. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. We'll, let it be slow build. We'll let it be decisive. Maybe that can sway it a little bit. No, okay. Alright. As, we'll bump this up a little bit more, in case that is the main, but for now, we have that match. That's James Mason and Rocky Romero. Let's do a tag match of Okada and Yoshihashi. I'm just kind of curious to see what Okada's pop is. British regions. Ooh, not great. Not great there, as I'm assuming Yoshihashi's is even worse. Yeah. Yeah, not great. Yeah, I will thank God for Rocky Romero's pop, as they'll take on the team of Evil and Sonata, which we had done this match before at Sakura Genesis, which Okada and Yoshihashi won. It was a 55 last time we did it. So, but this time though, have Evil get the win. Beat Yoshihashi. Ooh, this card's gonna be real bad. This is gonna be really, really bad. As, again, we should probably have Brody in the main event. Brody, let's do Brody and Taurus against Minoru Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr. I guess we could do Shotaro Shino, I guess, to change it up a little bit. Yeah. There we go. As, this should probably be the main, if we're being honest. Boy, this could go really a lot of different ways, but we're actually gonna have Zack beat Brody. Which, that's Brody's, really first big loss. Would probably say in New Japan. Yeah, he's 16-9, but as far as his actual, I guess, yeah, the Kenta interference there from Jay White. And, really, other than that, thank God we had him lose there to at least not make him be so much of a dominant monster, but so far he has been on fire, especially as of late. But yeah, that's, there we go. Just keeping the champ strong there is what that match is. And now we got that out of the way, we can kind of do some undercard stuff. As we'll do a tag match. And then, we'll do Super Item Destroyers, Crime Time Players. Jeff Cobb will be beating Jason Paul. And I am curious, I do want to make sure James Mason's able to work multiple days. Okay, yeah, 8 appearances, he's fine. Let's get Jody Fleisch on the card as well. If we can't, oh, yeah, that's right, we haven't loaned him over yet. Ooh, he hasn't been signed yet, rather. Because we're still waiting. Hopefully that gets signed, because I mean, the show's on Saturday. We could change it, we could push it back, but I would like, yeah, we could definitely use Francesco. That'd be a good idea. I'm sure his Papa's, well, it's not even great there. I'm sure it's a little better in, like, yeah, in the southern Mediterranean, obviously, being from Italy. And yeah, I'm trying to think would be, I mean, obviously, I think that if I were to, probably him and Gresham. See how Gresham's pop is. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, this is a fine match. Nothing too crazy, but Gresham will get the win, though, obviously, as we want to book him pretty strong. Very much a clash of styles there. It's an intriguing match. And so we'll bump that up a little bit. Well, I'm probably going to have this be the opener, to be honest, because it's just, I have really no, or at least right before the opener. Yeah, because we got to do a technical masterclass here. I forgot how many shows we have Pac for. So we'll just kind of, I think it might just be the one. Yep. Yeah, we gotta we gotta not use him. Let's see, we got Phoenix, and there, his pop should be, yeah, it's actually really good. Probably should have the Lucha Brothers on that card, to be honest. Because, I mean, we could do a technical masterclass with, so yeah, Pentagon Jr. is, his contract's getting signed right now, so we don't have to, like, keep loaning him or anything, so we can just have him full-time. We'll have Phoenix against, yeah, Yano's back, so that's fun. Fun there. So, how we could do, I guess, probably shouldn't do David Finley Jr. Just kind of seeing. Ray Phoenix, Alex Shelley would be crazy as the opener. That's a little too nuts. Yeah, John Silver. There we go. John Silver, Ray Phoenix. There we go. There's a match. Phoenix will get the win. It's crazy how good his pop is, kind of everyone in the world. Alright. Here's the card. Whew. That is scary. Let's see how we do. 51. There we go. Phoenix with a 50. And he gets the win with the Meteora in 1610 in front of 180 people. It's a 52 for Los Ingobernables de Japón and Kazuchika Okada and Yoshihashi. Okada with a 60. Way to go. But the Evil and Sanada get the win as Evil pinning Yoshihashi after the Magic Killer. And I guess the Nato 48. That's fun. There we go. Not bad there. Oh, there's the cliff. I was waiting for it. Man, it would have been really good just, I wouldn't say really good. It'd be pretty average, if someone had enough pop. I'm assuming it's Cobb and Anare. And probably even Jason Paul, maybe. As, the Super Iron Destroyers beat the Crown Time players. So Jeff Cobb pinning Jason Paul with the Tour of the Islands. It's 49 for Cobb, 48 for Anare, 47 for Fred Rosser, and 45 for Jason Paul. So 43 for Francesco and Gresham. Again, not enough pop between the two. But Gresham gets the one with the Spike Driver in 14-23. So 45 for James Mason and Rocky Romero. As James Mason with the missile drop kick in 17-20 to get the win over Rocky Romero. He is probably super pissed there. But a 43 for James Mason. So it's not great. But it's, I guess it could be worse. There's a 64 for the main event. And thank Christ, as Brody and Zach with 63s. 52 for Satoru Ishino. Holy shit. And then a 40 for Minoru Suzuki. That's awesome. Hell yeah, Satoru Ishino. Way to kill it. This is, we got increased our pop and 8 regions, which is crazy. Yeah, I'm surprised we even gained pop from this show. Not a bad card, to be honest. We kind of put together a little makeshift card there. Obviously, using Brody and Zach, very smart. Very, very smart. And we'll definitely now be getting Brody his win back. That's for sure. Alright. 1 showdown, 2 to go. Pretty simple schedule. So yeah, we'll get you guys for day 2. Alright, so I think this show is on active and not as a tour. So that's great. Yep, it is. So that's fun. That was definitely a fuck up. Did not know that was going to happen. So, I mean, we're going to have a lot of goddamn people. You know, we'll have 1,000, I think, or just under 1,000. I forget. It's York. I should have. Oh no, we're in the Midlands. Oh god. Yeah, just under 1,200 for your call, which is fine. We could run probably somewhere else, like the Electric Ballroom, I guess, where Progress used to run, but we went with your call instead, just because I felt like it was easier with the Rev Pro kind of alliance that we've had. Just it would make sense, I would say. So, this is going to make this show a little bit more interesting. I will say this, we ran a strong taping the same day, and here's the result. It's Brody Lee, Fred Rosser. Brody Lee won. That's a 62. It's Brody Lee with a 67. It's pretty awesome. Kak Pitbulls beat the Gods of War, Ishi with a 65. God bless him. He's the man. He was someone I was like, he's done some stuff for, like, Rev Pro, and he had, like, he's had a lot of matches over there. As far as taking on big-time names over there for some, like I remember the Keith Lee match happening over there. I want to say maybe it was somebody else too. It's a couple of people off the top of my head. I was like, yeah, I remember he wrestled this person, that person, kind of over there, and he would have made a lot more sense. I just didn't really figure a great spot for him. Was really the reason there. We really could do Shotaro Ashino and him. And that'd be a little bit more better match than Suzuki and Shotaro Ashino, but I'm still okay with what we got. And in the opener, 57s for both men. Just I don't know what really happened there. I think it was just the bout like lacked flow. That's why they got a little bit more of a lesser rating. But and Juice was obviously a little bit pissed off still that he lost to Gresham. So that's another person we'll have to buy off. Let's see where's that. Big morale issues. Let's fix that. Last thing we need is someone. We've been really paying off a lot of people, because even now we have a bidding war with Pentagon Jr. As we'll just we can even look at that on this page. CMLL was trying to send him on a written deal, and usually I'd be like, that's fine, we won't be in a bidding war, but I want Pentagon Jr. I want him, and it just would make so much sense to have him. Obviously he's the junior tag champs right now. It'd be kind of weird to have them vacate it because of that, so we're gonna sign him on a written deal, and that's just the way it is. It's only $35,000 a month, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it could be a lot worse at the same time. So for this show, I want to use I kind of made like a little search list to be like who's people that are over that we could use. So Rampage Brown, we didn't use him in a match. We didn't use Kenta either. That'd be kind of a crazy singles match. Just trying to think. I was thinking Kingston. That'd be a fun match. Eddie Kingston, Rampage Brown. Have it go 18 for now. And Rampage Brown will be getting the win. Kingston's going to be a little upset by that. Try to keep strong. Oh, yeah. Eddie Kingston. Oh, God. Okay. Thank you, Masahiro Chono. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense than just kind of going all out and killing each other. Which is crazy. I set it for all out and all that. There we go. Yeah, Kingston's still gonna be pissed. That's okay though. Good match though. Fun match. I would love to see it. Let's see what we got here. As far as I was telling you, Bandido. That could be. We could do Bandido, Ryu Lee against. Yeah, we got Paul London we could use. We haven't used. I'm trying to think who's some people that we. We could. I was thinking. of just, maybe Roppongi 3K, even though they're not really over in the British Isles. Maybe Top Flight. I think that'd be awesome to see this match be sick. If we got it. I'll let it have 12 minutes. Bandido will get the win now. Fun match, though. Fun match. Talk about a high-flying affair. So, we're probably gonna run out of just kind of room for some of these matches. We'll do Hobbs and Tankman. Disciples of Darkness. So we just used the Gods of War on the TV taping, so we can't use them. That'd be an easy match to do, though. So we got Ibushi, not really doing anything. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough bit. I guess we could do Zack and Minoru Suzuki again. We'll give it 16, because I know. So we'll have Suzuki beat Hobbs. Just to get Minoru Suzuki a nice win here. Oh, I made it fall out. We need to have that be slow build. Because this is probably going to be near the top, if not the top match. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Just speaking of this card, but I just know Zack is going to do great as far as performance-wise. Alex Shelley could have a great match with... I'd say him and James Mason is a fun match. I would love to see. Prime James Mason, prime Alex Shelley. Be a pretty great match in the right setting as... Well, have Alex Shelley get the win, though. There we go. Actually, if you kind of look at James Mason's technical skills. Yeah, I mean, a little outside it, but I think this could be a fun technical masterclass. If need be, we'll give it 16, and I think this is a pretty good opener. All things considered. So we got our opener, we kind of got our main event. And we just got to kind of fill everything in between. As I will. So we got Homicide, that I haven't really used. So we could do Homicide and Kota Ibushi. Sure. Match I never thought I would see. So I will have Ibushi get the win. Okay, so we're good on time. Figured so. And one more match. I mean, Rocky Romero could get a win back against Paul London. Another fun match that again, Prime Paul London and Prime Rocky Romero. That's a very good match. As we'll make that happen there. For 13, we're good on time. Not really sure where I want to put this. Probably right here, to be honest. It's kind of funny. That was kind of like a higher part of the card, and now it's there in the opener, James Mason and Rocky Romero. But yeah, interesting card. Interesting card. We'll do Kingston and Rampage as the co-main. Yeah, I mean, it's a match for sure. I mean, this is an interesting card. Got a lot of singles matches, but again, I wanted it to be a different type of Road 2 show. Plus, it being rated as a normal show, that makes me very, very nervous. We'll see what happens. So 58 for Shelley and James Mason as Alex Shelley with Sharon Yu in 1542. Damn, Alex Shelley killing it. 56-44 James Mason. There we go. 49 for Rocky and Paul London. So Rocky gets the tap out with the ankle lock at 13:02. That's a 48. Wow, Bandido with 66, so that's awesome. Bandido and Pac's going to be the shit. Rightfully, so, obviously, but I was very nervous about how Bandido would do, and he is awesome. So, great. Great. Good stuff there. So, oh, that was weird. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. You can make the text different. Huh. If you click, you right-click it. Huh. More you know, by accidentally hitting the right clicker. So 52 for Homicide and Kota Ibushi. It's Kamakori for Kota Ibushi in 12:57. Not it's too short for an important match for the eyes of the audience, but I think all in all, did its thing. Oh no! Oh no. 35 to co-main. Rampage Brown beats Eddie Kingston 12:51 with a brainbuster suplex. Damn, Kingston outperformed him too. Damn. Probably should have Kingston just get the win there. 66 though for the main event. Thank God Zack Sabre Jr. pulled that one out. But I mean, some pretty good ratings there for everybody else involved. Crazy Calvin Takeman outperforms Minoru Suzuki obviously in this setting. And as with this Hobbs, yeah, I figured he would be the second best guy because of his pop, but he was not. But yeah, Minoru Suzuki pinning Will Hobbs for the first DDT backbreaker. Zack just carrying this match. God bless him. And oh boy, so we lost pop in Japan. We could have gained a pop in 2 regions of America, 7 regions in Canada, 6 in Mexico, and 7 in Oceania, but it was restricted due to the limited number of viewers there. Man, you know, obviously if Ibushi and Homicide's the co-main, it's better show, absolutely. And fucking Alex Shelley, James Mitchell's best, or the second best thing on the show. It was the opener. That's the way she goes with the technical masterclass. Yeah, I mean, Zack Sabre Jr., for sure. Alex Shelley, for sure. And, well, I guess we can give Kota Ibushi some love. No, I don't see why not. Yeah, I mean, probably should have put Okada on the card, but I wanted to change it up a little bit and give other people some opportunities there. Yeah, I mean, that was just a kind of shitty luck. You know, who would have thought that would have had an active and not, tour setting. But that's okay. You know, I tried to combat that with putting on an actual good card. And, it didn't pay off with the Rampage Brown Kingston match, but that's okay. It's, you live and you learn. I will get it back, for sure, that pop. I'm sure we'll get it back with this actual Royal Quest show if everything goes well. So that's, good stuff. So yeah, well, Royal Quest 2 days away, so we'll get you guys there. Well, alright. I was not expecting this. So Minoru Suzuki has been involved in a social media storm after a conversation was leaked where he engaged in some banter, air quote, quote unquote, with a fan who has since been revealed to only be 12 years old. Oh my god. Oh, thank god it was only bullying. I was like, is he a fucking... Whew, that scared the shit out of me. So, yeah. Not great. Not great at all. Oh boy. This is interesting. We're just gonna distance ourselves from this. Oh, Suzuki was annoyed by it. Yeah, I mean, that could have been real bad. I got a little nervous when I was reading that. I was like, oh my god, is he his fucking... That's what happens. We book 2 tours in the British regions. I thought, oh my god, someone's a fucking sex pest. I don't know why. That's just felt like the irony in that was too good. But thank God it was only he was bullying a fan who ended up being 12 years old. I mean, Suzuki could do what he wants. He's a grown ass fan. Not great, obviously would have our faith to be treated with some respect, but God, that just took me for a whirl there for a second. So this show here, let's get the hell out of the British regions before we get any more shit. And let's Enrico TV Asahi backstage instance. Ligers won. Brighten the Boo backstage after doing several funny cartoon drawings of his colleagues, and then Shibata and Kento Koben, as Shibata's been passing down tips on using psychology to his protege. That's good stuff there. Oh boy, Royal Quest is here, and I love how we're supposed to be booked in Glasgow. That ain't it. Back to Southern England again. Yeah, I guess we could run. I guess we could probably run the Electric Ballroom this time. We'll be right there in London, 1,100. So it's not a tall task compared to 1,200. Just to change it up too. So, the main event, as we all know, Zack Sabre Jr. and Jonathan Gresham for the Never Openweight title. It's going to go 20 minutes. We might give it a little bit more longer time, to be honest. Let's just kind of see. 23 minutes sounds good to me. Here's the moment of truth. Pac and Bandido for the Junior Heavyweight title. Going to go 25. Wow. Thank you, Pac. Way to be a good brother. Holy shit. Alright. So, the rest of the card. Brody and Black Taurus against Kenta, Taiji Shimori. Taichi Shimori he's gonna beat Black Taurus there, and Bullet Club will be getting the win there. Obviously, we did not book Kenta and Taichi Shimori throughout this tour. Didn't really see how they were gonna do as far as performance-wise. Brody's gonna do well, so we know that much. Kind of everybody else in that match, it's a bit of a mystery. Well, Black Taurus, we do know, did pretty well for himself, so it shouldn't be too bad there. Shotaro Ashino and Minoru Suzuki. So, Suzuki was going to get the win, but we're going to give that to Shotaro Ashino. And then we'll have, because Shotaro Ashino has actually been outperforming Minoru Suzuki, plus also, too, now with the scandals going on. Minoru Suzuki a little bit upset by that. We'll be keeping him strong. Great start for Shotaro Ashino in New Japan there with a big win. Then the never overweight six-man matchup of Los Ingobernables de Japón taking on Chaos. And we were going to have Sonata beat Yoshihashi here. But I think we're going to change that. I think we're just going to have Okada get the win, beating Bushi there. And, oh, Bushi's not, oh god. Bushi's not here to be, oh great. Let's see here. Let's reset that. Well, I guess we could do Hiromu. I guess. What a match this is now. I mean, now we have to give them the belts. It's literally the fucking dream team, damn near, of Los Ingobernables de Japón. We'll have Hiromu beat Yoshihashi there. There we go. Good stuff. Then we'll have Jeff Cobb and Rampage Brown, with Jeff Cobb getting the win over Rampage. Hopefully that match is okay. Then Finn Juice and the Crime Time Blairs. Obviously Juice does well, at least in that technical match class with Jonathan Gresham. He did really well. We haven't seen what Dave Finlay Jr. can do, but he's going to get the win over Jason Paul. And we'll have to add the James Mason Jody Fleisch match. Now that Jody's signed with us. This is going to be a shit show. Fleisch's stats are probably, I mean, not bad. Not bad. So, I really don't care who wins either way. Hey, British wrestling. Fair fucks to them. Booking analysis probably on that, but I mean, it could be a lot worse, you know, and it's a fun card. That Pac Bandido match is going to be very fun. Same thing with Zach and Gresham. Brody's going to carry that match. Shotaro Ashino should do pretty well. And now, having a Hiromu in the Never Openweight six-man match, that's going to be awesome. We're going to have new Never Openweight six-man champs, as they've had the belts. The Chaos team has had the belts for 15 days. Not a bad run. You know, obviously, it's kind of the same thing with Tanahashi, Ibushi, and Taguchi, where they had the belts for a little bit of time, but they also had a lot of defenses in that time. So far, it's been pretty quick as far as, you know, most of the reigns have lasted a month, if that. So it's just kind of interesting compared to where it's been in the past. So yeah, there is that. And, yeah, we'll add a couple of pre-show matches. Why not? Why the fuck not? Just to kind of use the people that are not going to be used as far as people that, obviously with G1 coming up, we want to use the guys who aren't going to be in the G1. And also, you know, we got some young lions. We got some people coming back from Excursion, so we'll use Kawato and Shota Umino. Why not, if we can? I guess Umino's not ready to go. Pentagon Jr. got signed, so we got to change his name and stuff. Oh, well, you know, I signed Simon Grimm just because his pop was pretty good in the British region. Yeah, they have 24. I mean, not great, but still, I mean, pretty okay. But I was just like, we don't really need to use him. But I figured, might as well keep that contract signed. And he can beat Kawato there. I thought I changed his name to Master Wato. I guess it did not save. I thought I did. I know I added his moveset. Yeah, so at least did that. Fucking Master Wato. There we go. Yeah, we could have that be an alter ego. There we go. Yeah, because we do have Shota Umino. There he is. Oh, he's injured. Oh no, he is available to work. Why the fuck can we not use him? What in the world? Did I do something wrong as far as the search or something? Oh, I didn't. That's why I can't see him. What an idiot. What a idiot. We'll reset it. We'll have it be a 6-man. Or a tag team in this case. Because instead of having Kingston, instead of paying him off, I just sent him away for 2 months. Because obviously the G1's happening, so we won't really be able to use him. So we'll do Homicide instead. We'll do Homicide and Umino against the team of... let's just kind of look at the teams here, who we got. We haven't used GOD. That'd be kind of funny to call him over just to do that match. I guess we'll just do we'll do the Gods of War. And we'll have Victor beat Umino. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not a great card as far as compared to like our cards past. I guess we could add a couple of more matches. I guess, and this is pretty short, episode it will be. So I guess we can kind of see what we got as far as who we can book. Disciples of Darkness are pretty awesome. That's a good shout. We could do a 6-man. Of the Disciples of Darkness and John Silver against the Chaos Pitbulls and Kier Francesco. There we go. That's a different type of match. We'll give it 12. Yeah, 12 months is fine. Boy, oh boy, this is tough choice here, but I think we're gonna have John Silver beat Francesco. Oh, John boy getting the win. There we go. We'll put that probably here, and then we'll have some type of tag match to go in between the two 6-mans, so it's not back-to-back 6-mans. We'll make sure the British Isles can be represented. So we got Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix. You could do a junior tag match. It's an idea. So we'll change Pentagon Jr. here. And of course, change this fucking... Yep, and we'll have to change this picture now. Great. Oh, got caps locks on. That's great. There we go. So, I mean, it's going to be a weird team. Kind of won't make any sense, but we're going to do it. It's going to be Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix. We need to make sure they're the Lucha Brothers. Taking on Alex Shelley and Paul London. As we'll give it 16. Let Phoenix get the win. There we go, just like that. We add another title match to this card. It's funny what happens when you kind of stick around. Weirdly enough, I think we should have this here. And we'll change... I think we could change to move down if we can. In between the 6-mans. Finn Juice and Crime Time players, I mean, it's not a bad idea to put it here, I don't think. And yeah, there we go. That's the card. We'll kind of look at the booking analysis. Justin King's used too much. Change, I'm assuming it was from, we'll say this match, I'm assuming. Yep, Mighty Asami. Do it. Well, and then we'll add the Lucha Brothers back. Assuming that are now going to be inactive, probably as a unit. Yep. Permanent unit, rather. Yeah. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright. Think we're ready to go? Think that's everything. Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta make them champs. Yeah, I hate one of the least things about this TW is how the belts are used, but that's alright. Pentagon Junior. Ray Phoenix. Good stuff. Alright. Yeah, the fucking 4-time champs now because of this game, but, like, sure, I get what they were going for, but if you could, like, edit this to clean it up, that'd be so much better. But you can't. Alright. Let's run the show. It's a 45 for the pre-show match. Shota Umino with a 14. They have excellent chemistry, though. Good sign. Good sign. So, looks like the Death Riders will be riding a lot more here on these shows. It's Homicide with the 51. Best guy in the match. Probably could have gave him the win, but felt like Victor could beat Shota Umino. I guess he was off his game, but he probably still would do like an 18. It's a 44. Master Water with a 32. Simon Grimm with a 46. I was right. Probably should have put Simon Grimm on the card. But that's okay. That is alright. It's a 32. With James Mason and Jody Fleisch. I love how I'm like, yeah, let's put two British guys on the card. Let's see how they do. And they don't have enough pop for it. It's hilarious. As James Mason and Jody Fleisch both did 38s. Obviously, it's kind of out of their element. You know, the technical masterclass. But a 720 Phoenix EAT, though, for Jody Fleisch. I love that. Got to show off a strong start, at least, somehow. It's a 36. Jeff Cobb with the Tour of the Islands over Rampage Brown. Again, enough pop. Got the crowd buzzing somehow. The 58 for the 6-man of Chaos and Dark Order. It's Dark Order beating the Chaos teams. John Silver pinning Francesco to Insecurity. So yeah, I mean, you know, really, the worst guy in the match was Goto, and he probably should have took the fall here, but obviously he's the tag champ, so I didn't want to give Disciples of Darkness a win over them. But Ishii, best guy in the match, no question. But yeah, Francesco with a 50, 51 for Tankman. Yeah, I mean, Dark Order team actually did really well. Not a bad match, not a bad match at all, especially, you know, compared to this match that was established, and I knew it was going to be bad because Dave Finlay Jr. is the worst, but he gets the win with the Celtic Cross on Jason Paul, who got a 44. 46 for Juice Robinson. Poor Juice. Not it. Fred Ross, the best guy in the match. How about that? So 60 for the Never Open 6-man tag title matchup, as Hiromu getting the triangle choke on Yoshihashi there, as and we have new Never Open 6-man champs in Los Ingobernables de Japón, as Kazuchika Okada, rather, Jesus, it was head and shoulders above everybody else. Yoshihashi weak link. What else is new? And we have new Never Open 6-man champs, as Hiromu actually did pretty well with a 61. Actually did really, really well. Shows you how great he is, even in the British Isles. The talent translates. As what a fucking match this is. Oh my god. 74. Whoa. We got excellent chemistry boost for both Shelley and London and Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. Yeah, we got, I mean, Paul London and Alex Shelley really would be a phenomenal team. Especially during kind of the mid-2000s of, like, Ring of Honor. Obviously Paul London was gone by the time Shelley was in Gen X and whatnot. But, like, let's say he came after he left WWE, got fired, and he went back into, like, Ring of Honor and the Independence. Even though Shelley was teaming with Sabin, would kind of be a fun team to see Shelley in London. Too, especially, Paul London, just one of the most athletically gifted guys I've ever seen. Really just super underrated, I think, by a lot of people. During that time, it was not, but I think now, just because of how history is kind of, it's now a thing of the past, his run. He was awesome. What a match, though. This warms my heart. Shelley and Pentagon Jr. did the same. Phoenix was 73, Paul London with 51. Good stuff. Good stuff there. That's like their third defense, or fourth defense, if you have their actual reign put together, but that's okay. Oh, no. What happened here? As Shotaro Ashino with a 54, Suzuki with a 40. Yeah, I mean, Suzuki just, it's not it for him. But Shotaro Ashino killing it, though. Ankle lock in 18-17. That's a 49-67. We get it back with the Brody Lee Black Taurus teaming of taking on Kenta and Taiji Ishimori. Taiji Ishimori outperformed Kenta here. Kenta, worst guy in the match. Would not have saw that coming. Obviously, the chemistry boost giving Brody Lee and Taurus a boost, but still, I think it's pretty crazy. Ishimori beating Black Doors, who outperformed him. Tenchi Ishimori with the Bloody Cross. Probably, though, killing it. There as the co-mains of 76. Yeah, I figured Pac would do really well here, as Bandido makes his first defense of the junior heavyweight title. What a match. Yeah. I'll be there at the Electric Ballroom for Bandido and Pac. And then the main event, Zack Sabre Jr. and Jonathan Gresham go 23 minutes as the Sabre driver is the deciding factor for Zack and Gresham. Zack Sabre Jr. making his first defense of the Never Openweight title. Man, what a card. Very interesting. We still lose Pop. But, the best thing on the card was Bandido and Pac, which, yeah, makes sense. Very much makes sense there, because that's a tough one. Probably should have had Bandido Pac as the main. Definitely should have changed that, especially when I saw how good Bandido was doing. Because Pac was going to do awesome. Definitely should have changed that. But that's alright, though. It was a fun idea. It's awesome the title matches did really well, especially the junior title matches. Love how the Lucha Brothers, Shelley and London wasn't even supposed to be on this card. Second best thing on the card. And then Dark Order and Chaos rather was pretty good. Did better than Ashino and Suzuki and Finjuice and Grind Time Players. And obviously Cobb and Rampage Brown and Fleisch and Mason. But yeah, I still think doing this was a good idea and a fun idea. Changing it up, something light before the G1. Now that we got the G1, we'll get that Pop back for sure. I don't have any regrets or anything like that. I think we'll be just fine. We'll be okay. But first of all, we're going to give some love for Pac for putting over the kid. No problem. We're going to give some love to Zack again, and we'll give some love to Bandido for being some great champions for us. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Well, that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Episode 10, as we toured British Isles, and it's somewhat of a success. More of a failure more than anything, but it's fine. We'll be okay. We'll bounce back with this G1 climax coming up. And because it's been such a short episode, I will run down the blocks. And we will obviously this is the 30th G1, and I wanted the 30th G1 to feel special. I wanted to feel, like it is a bit of an achievement, accomplishment, just doing 30 G1s. It's pretty awesome. So the tagline, because every G1's got a tagline, like this year's G1 Climax 31 was Max the Max, which was not great, but this tagline for G1 Climax 30, together we make history. For the first time in the history of the G1, we're going to have participants from All Japan, New Japan, Pro Wrestling Noah, and DDT. Block A will consist of Hiroki Goto, Jay White, Juice Robinson, Jun Akiyama representing All Japan, Kazuchika Okada, Kenta, Keno representing Noah, Kota Ibushi, Minoru Suzuki, and Shotaro Ashino representing Wrestle 1. Then Block B will consist of Brody Lee, Evil, Joe Doring representing All Japan. Remember, this is before Joe Doring left All Japan to go to Impact and whatnot, so this is still All Japan Joe Doring. Hiroshima representing DDT, Sonata, Shingo, Tetsuya Naito, Tomohiro Ishii, Toru Yano making his return to New Japan as the wild card of the G1, and Zack Sabre Jr., of course, the Never Openweight champion. Yeah, I'm very excited. That is unique in the sense of trying to be different at the same time. Obviously, New Japan, up until the 2016 G1, where they had Marufuji and Nakajima, which was an awesome G1, and I think doing that again while using outside talent will be very, very fun and very unique, and especially Jun Akiyama back in New Japan. He probably hadn't been in New Japan in 18 years. Seeing Keno in New Japan, especially in that block. Keno and Kota Ibushi, Keno and Kenta, yeah, sign me up. That's very awesome. And then having Joe Doring and Brody Lee in the same block. Hell yeah, that's going to be very, very fun. Obviously, having a two-time Triple Crown champion is very, very awesome. So Hiroshima was kind of a third option, I'll be honest. Hiroshima was, we'll just gotta go through DDT real quick to kind of show everyone. So the first guy we were going to use was going to be Konosuke Takashita, but he's torn his triceps. I was like, ah, great, there went that. Then I was thinking of doing, I want to say, maybe it wasn't someone from DT, maybe it was somebody else that I was thinking of. Because, yeah, it was, nonetheless, though, it is going to be Hiroshima, who's awesome. I love Hiroshima, one of the most, if you know type of deal. I think has been one of the best Japanese pro wrestling guys in the world for a long, long time. And he's going to be awesome, especially in that block where you have a lot of great guys like him and Shingo is going to be really, really fun. Him and Sonata should be very fun as far as how Shingo is. He probably been better suited in the A block to be with Kenta and Keno and Ibushi and kind of the junior, more established guys. But I think him being different is going to be a lot of fun to see how different he is. It did cross my mind to have Danshinoko Dino in it, just for to have Danshinoko Dino and Toru Yano in a comedy match. I think that'd be pretty much peak Japanese pro wrestling. But Chris Brooks is another guy I was like, maybe, but just was like, probably for the best to go with somebody else. But yeah, Konosuke Takashita was the original idea. Then he got hurt. I want to say for Noah, Keno, obviously I didn't want to go with Marufuji again. I wanted to go with somebody different. And, Go was a bit of an idea. I was like, do we have the Noah champion? Do we have the fucking GHC heavyweight champion in this? And I was like, no. And obviously we've used Nakajima as far as in the 2016 G1 Climax. I was like, well, I would love to use him, but at the same time, I want it to be unique and different people. So that's what Keno got the nod there, in case you were curious. And then obviously Shotaro Ashino, that was kind of like a no-brainer. All Japan was different. All Japan was very intriguing because obviously, I had said I don't want to use Kento Miyahara, so I was like, well, can't use Kento. And I was like, well, Joe Doring would make some sense. That could be fun. And then I was just like, man, Jun Akiyama would be, because instead of like Suwama or Ishikawa, I was like, man, let's fucking have Uncle Jun come over and have a match. And, he's done pretty well for himself. Pretty fun that we were able to, I thought we were able to get him. I was, that's right. Well, we have to sign him. There we go. And there's the people. There we go. We got the people signed for the G1. Great. So, yeah, pretty awesome. As far as that goes, yeah, it's weird that we could get Jun Akiyama, but we couldn't get Kaiji Muto. Yeah, that's right, it's exclusive fan from Jake Deal. I'm an idiot. And we couldn't loan him either because he didn't want to do it. So that's why that happened. So it just sucks. It was one little change, and we could have had the Kaiji Muto Wrestle 1 run with everybody. That's all right though. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting G1, just from the sense of it's going to be so different compared to what a real life G1 would be, because we got so many foreigners in it. I guess foreign invaders as in other companies, not gaijins, but yeah, have a Jun Akiyama and Kazuchika Okada in a match. That's awesome. That's very fun. And Jun Akiyama and Minoru Suzuki, that's another fun match. Thank you all for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you guys next time for G1 Climax 30. Together, we make history. Take care.